So I want to share with you all this morning. You will get copies of this on the week before testing. So there will be two different schedules. One, at the top of it, it will say no extended time schedule. For those of you who will not have a small group, you will have a certain schedule on a different color sheet of paper. And then those of you who actually will have a small group, your testing schedule will be on a different color, because on the extended time, it's time and a half, and so therefore we have two different schedules that will be going. The way the district is going to do state testing will be, we are starting April the 21st. April 21st, I think that is a Wednesday, and so we will test Wednesday and Thursday for traditional students. And that will be ELA Part 1 and ELA Part 2, ELA Part 3 and ELA Part 4 on Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday and Monday, traditional learners will be at home, and your distant learners will then come into the building. The way the county is planning to do the testing schedule, distant learners will always test on Thursday and Friday. Traditional learners will always have a 4-day weekend during those 3 weeks of testing. And so that's the way the test will run. Understand, there will be some information. Ms. Copeland and I, Ms. Reed and Mr. Peru, we're still playing on how we're going to address distant learner testing. And you say, Dr. Copeland, what do you mean? In 6th grade, there are 93 students who are still distant learners. In 7th grade, there are 125. And in 8th grade, there's 98 that are still distant learners. There is no need for me to have 16 teachers in 6th grade testing 93 children. And having one teacher test one child, another teacher based on their homeroom. So we're going to look at how we're going to be creative in doing that. I'm possibly going to entertain having teachers, a certain group of teachers will test one day, so that the other departments will plan while students are testing, and then just flip it, because I do not need that small number of children spread out over the building. They will be in the building all day long on the days that they come into the building. We will send home a plethora of information about they are the only people who will be in the building on those days. As a state, of course, the state in all its infinite wisdom says that the test does not count. It does. And so we have to get those students in the building to take their test. And so hence, that's why you will be looking and identifying who are the children in your grade. As I said with you, in 6th grade there's 93, 7th grade I think 125, 8th grade 98. Those students will be contacted by you, the classroom teacher, first. And then, in addition to that, we will then have our elected team contacting them during that first block of time, because we're going to bombard their homes telling your child needs to be at school. In addition to that, the state test will be added into their final grade. It will be added into their final grade. So understand, throughout the course of this year, whether we have agreed to it or not agreed to it, the realization is accountability is still there. We don't have to like it. I don't like paying taxes. I don't like stopping at stop signs, but I don't like stopping at red lights, but I do. All right? And so that's just the way that life rolls in the world of education. So you want to get that across to students that it is important. Now, why is the state test important, whether it's valid or not? The realization is there are some children who will just test well, and then there are some children who will not. Okay, that's our world. It is not a Dr. Holman decision, but those of us who are tenured the old tenured way, yes, we are locked in, but those that are not, listen, everything is tied to your job. And so you got to keep that in mind, once again, whether we like that or not. That's just the way the federal government, that's the way the state has put it. And so numbers are attached to you. Numbers are attached to you and your livelihood. All right? Secondly, so that information will be coming to you in the coming weeks. Keep that in mind. Also, we have some year-end information, and I meant to take a picture of it with my phone because I typed it in the guidance and forgot to bring it in. But there will be days